welcome back to my channel. Long time no see or anything like that. I'm going to do a little bit of a chatty CAS, so basically just having a chat about where I've been and updates on my life and all that type of stuff. So if you're more interested in just the CAS, I would suggest muting me and just watching what I've done with the Vatores, which was super exciting. I do want to say this video was recorded a really long time ago, so it's definitely not up to date with what I've got in my game now, and I could probably go and improve them loads, but you know, we make do. So I have recorded this audio and been editing this video for actually a really long time, and been struggling to kind of get it out. So I kind of need to just explain where I have been. So this year has been a pretty tough year for me. I got diagnosed with ME, or chronic fatigue syndrome, and I'm currently in quite a bad lapse of it. Basically this last year I've been very sick with it. So for those of you that maybe aren't aware what the condition is, it's basically a neurological condition that affects a lot of the aspects of your life. Like, it's an autoimmune disease, so I get sick really quickly, which has definitely happened this year. I've found that I just keep getting really bad bouts of like colds or flus and just random little sicknesses here and there. I got COVID. Who gets COVID in 2022? But yeah, so it does that, and obviously, as it says in the title, you're very fatigued, and this isn't just tiredness, this is like actual physical fatigue in all of your muscles, especially when you like go out of your way to do things that maybe use up a bit more of your energy. Even like the basic things like standing up to cook becomes a lot harder because your muscles are kind of like not working as they should, and you end up with a lot of physical pain. Like, I get a lot of pain in my hips and my legs, which means on a really bad day that looks like I can't walk properly or move much from my bed. Now, it's not always like this. It's a condition that you have for most of your, it's not one that you kind of get rid of, but it comes in and out of like goods and bads. So at the moment I'm in a bad, and this year has been a bad, but I'm getting like treatment and stuff like that for it, and I'm just trying to like come to terms with how to learn how to look after myself and how to stop myself from getting those bad bouts, or how to like work when I have them. So unfortunately, that's meant that YouTube has taken a little bit of a back burner because I've still been working, and that's been not the best for me getting better, because obviously all the energy I have goes into that. So it's a case of like, I'll go to work, come home, have to go back to bed, and then I'm pretty much in bed until the next day and repeat, and then my weekends are recovering. So yeah, that's where I've been. Because of that, there's definitely some things I want to change up in my channel a little bit. One, I really have missed it. So at the moment my office is in a place in my attic, and it's like a ladder access to get up here. So we're going to be moving my office so it's on the actual different level, so I can access it easier, so I can get videos out, because even a simple thing as like getting up a ladder has become a lot harder for me, which is so sad to say. But yeah, so we're going to do, so that's going to happen, so it means I'll have access to my channel a lot more. But I also want to make, and I know this is going against or going away from this channel being all about gaming and all about you know, The Sims in particular, which I'm definitely going to keep up, especially with The Sims 5 being announced, which is super exciting, and there's loads of massive updates coming into the game, so I'm excited, and I will definitely be getting content out for that. I've got loads of ideas. Even though I've not been recording, I've been making loads of notes and lists of videos to record, so hopefully that will come out a lot more. So yeah, I'll be doing that, but I also want to maybe make some content about my ME and my experiences, because I noticed that there's just not much out there about it, and even like as someone who has been trying to like go through the internet and make sense of what to do and how to look after myself and all this, like there's nothing really out there. There's the resources like Action for ME and the ME Association, which I'll link in the bio, because they're super, if anyone is interested or maybe has this condition or maybe knows someone with this condition or wants to understand it, then they're amazing websites. But other than that, you don't see many content creators talking about it. The disorder itself is really quite similar to fibromyalgia. There's a lot of similarities, a lot of differences as well, but there's a lot of similarities. ME doesn't actually show up on any physical test at the moment, but there's a lot of really cool research. Can you tell I'm a nerd and I've been researching this? But yeah, there's some research that shows that there's potential links into your spinal column and stuff like that. So I want to maybe like change up my channel and just make some videos about what it's like to have ME, basically. So if that's something you're interested in, please let me know. I think I'll probably do it anyway because I think it will help with me. So yeah, so that's where I've been, unfortunately, and it's a difficult one because it's one that I can't be like, yep, 100% I'm going to be back at this time. I'm going to be regularly posting videos because that's what my heart wants to do, is make these videos, but it's just difficult. So I'm very appreciative for everyone that's been really patient with me, and I think if you aren't already, if you follow me over on Twitter, I'm very active over there, or at least I try to be, and I'm kind of open about where I am and why I'm not, and if I'm having a bad day. So that's kind of a good place. But anyway, I'm happy to be back recording this video, and I've got a couple that should be coming out really, really quickly. So that should hopefully get me back on track. So I can shut up about that and talk a little bit about this. We've just blitzed through Lilith's makeover, and I went into this, and the reason I chose the Vatores is because Caleb is mwah. We have, I think, in the Sims community, a lot. Are you either a Caleb lover or a Caleb hater? And I definitely love him. But I came out of this thinking Lilith is really hot. Like, she's hot. Some of her videos were like, some of her outfits that were pre-made were a bit funky, but she is really cool. And with Caleb in particular, I was like struggling because I was like, what type of vampire do I kind of want to go for? And he's got the cutest little like, what are they actually called? I'd call it like a bum chin, when you've got that little dent in your chin, but I don't know what the actual name is. So I wanted to keep his long hair, but I'm not a fan of the vampires one. I understand why it's there, but it's not my cup of tea, so to speak. So I just kind of had to play around for quite a while with loads of different hairs, and then I think, I can't remember which one I finally decided on. Now it would have been better, like I recorded this just before Werewolves came out, and this shows you how long this video has been just sat in my folder to be uploaded and edited. And like I said, I've redone this audio like 4 times now. So yeah, I think going back into it, I definitely could go back into changing him up and her up now, since like loads more packs have come out, especially with all of the other ones that are coming out soon as well. So with his outfits, I was like, do I go, in my head there's like 2 types of vampires. You've got your like modern day, and then you've got the ones that are very classic, like they still dress maybe of like a time. So I was like putting him in all these outfits, and I was like, okay, so what if we go for like a classic vampire, like he's like traditional dress and everything like that. And then I kind of backtrack because I just don't know, I just felt like it didn't suit him very much. I see the Vatores as more modern compared to Vlad, who I do want to make over Vladdy Daddy. But yes, I think it's this point I'm like, no, okay, it's not working for me. There's something not right. And those paranormal pants, trousers, those paranormal trousers are really cool. So I just made a separate outfit, and I was like, okay, well, let's compare them. But I was kind of inspired by, I'm a massive fan of vampire films and TV shows. So like Vampire Diaries, like the originals, starting all the way back from watching like Lost Boys with my mum and dad. And if anyone has ever watched Lost Boys, please hit me up in the comments because I love it. It's amazing. Yeah, so I was like, okay, so let's just go with him being a bit more modern. Don't know why I put him in this. Just for a second was just like, yeah, let's make him an ice skater. But the Vatores are very amazing. I think they're quite attractive, and I'm so excited to see what's going to come in The Sims. Like, I know there's a lot of negativity out online about things that are being changed, like things that are changing and stuff like that. And I think my kind of opinion with it is that when The Sims 4 got announced, I was a Sims 3 player, and I remember being really not that bothered by the look of The Sims 4. I was like, oh yeah, no, it doesn't look great. I'd rather stick to my classic Sims 3. And I did the exact same thing when The Sims 2 came out. When The Sims 3 came out, sorry. And I was playing The Sims 2 and I was like, yeah, it doesn't look like my cup of tea. And it wasn't until it actually came out and I started playing it that I realised how much I loved it. So I think that's one thing we have to kind of bear in mind, that of course it may not look like a cup of tea now, but give it a while and maybe it will work. I think it's definitely been a long time coming. This is the longest Sims game so far, so yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to come, and I'm definitely going to keep my eye out on everything there. So I've tried to give them big floppy hats for both their summer wear and their swimwear, because they can't go out in the sunlight. Thanks, Biff. That's really, really, my dog's just obviously wanting to give some feedback on this video, so apologies about that. So this is his final look. I'm quite happy with how he turned out. I like his little man bun. I think he definitely looks, in my opinion, a little bit better. I should have put socks on him in his athletic wear. I don't know why I didn't. But yeah, I think he looks better. And I think I'll go through Liv's outfits again rather quickly. Yeah, I think I change his winter wear. Oh, vampire form. Yeah, I didn't really do much for the vampire form. I think I just kind of went in and gave a little bit more. I think, God, I'm questioning myself here, but I think True Blood is the one where their eyes go black, or Being Human in the UK, which is amazing. So I wanted them to look thirsty and their eyes to change colour, and that to kind of be the main thing. And she didn't have any fangs, which I guess, I don't know, I guess that makes sense, but at the same time I was like, oh, okay, kind of want to change that up. So yeah, I made them look parched around the mouth and like tired, just make them look a bit spookier. And I think I go through and do the same thing to him, just kind of give him that like look of being like thirsty and exhausted. And yeah, that's it done. So thank you guys so much for listening to me, and I will see you guys in the next part. Bye guys.